Okay, so we have integrated a Web API 2 servers into our web application. Now what we need to do is add models and controllers. But first, what does this mean? The Web API uses the model view controller pattern. This means that your model is simply your class, the data you are using in your web application, and we will write it in C#. Then you have the controller. The controller is the logic, the intelligence for this model. This means that there you will find the methods which will be used by your web application. For example, if you have a contact, we will use contacts for this example, and you want to add another contact or you want to delete one, you would write the methods for this action in the controller, but the contact by itself would be defined in the model. This is the model. Then the third part is the view, and the view in essence is your web application, everything you see in your browser. The view will use the controller to change the model with using buttons and then calling the methods and so on. So far the theory, let's do it now. So first we will add a model. Right click the models folder and simply add a new class, and as I said, we will create contacts, and now we have our model. Okay, what we can do now is, of course, you can define everything you want to. Let's say we have ID. This is an integer, an ID for our contact. Then again, we can add, and what I do here, in case you don't know, of course you could write public string and so on, but there's an easier way. Simply type prop for property, hit tab 2 times, and then Visual Studio will do the rest for you. So the next thing I want to have for my contact is the first name, and let's say the last thing, just for this example, is a last name, as you see here. Now I forgot the prop stuff while talking about it, and let's make this a little bit bigger for you. Okay. So these are the properties, and now I can add another constructor. Again, just type CTOR and hit tab. These things are called built-in snippets in Visual Studio. And I have the constructor, and the ID in this case is simply -1, for example. First name is an empty string, and the last name is also an empty string. Okay, there we have our model, and the next thing we have to do is add the logic, add another controller.